Hey Kings, you are once again welcome. Today, we are going to create a professional slideshow in Premiere Pro. This is easy, but a little bit complex. So make sure to follow it step by step. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because that's the only way you can have access to all my new tutorials. If you've already done that, let's jump into Premiere Pro. The first thing is to make sure that your pictures are lined up on the timeline. Also, you have to make sure that the sizes are all the same. And to be very sure of that, select all the pictures. Right-click on them. And then select Scale to Frame Size. Good. Now, hold Alt on the keyboard, and then drag them to the next track. Good. This will give you a duplicate. Now let's disable visibility of the duplicated files. Good. On the Effects panel, search for Gaussian Blur. And then add it to the first image. Great. On the Effect Controls panel, adjust blurriness to about 500, depending on your image. Also, check Repeat Edge Pixels, to get rid of dark edges. Now, copy the Gaussian blur. Select the other two images. And then hit Command or Control V on the keyboard, to paste the same effect on them. Good. Now let's make the second track visible. Great. Select the first image. And on the Effect Controls panel, add a keyframe to scale, change the value to 80. And then take the keyframe to the beginning of the clip. Good. Now, change the value again to 85. And then take it to the end of the clip. Good. Now right-click on the first keyframe, and then select Ease Out. Right-click on the second keyframe, and then select Ease In. This will create a smooth scaling animation. So now, let's copy the motion. Select the other two images, and then hit Command or Control V on the keyboard, to paste the same effect on them. Great. Now if I play back, you are going to see a smooth zoom animation on all the images. Good. Now, let's add borders to our images. On the Effects panel, search for Radial Shadow. And then add it to the first image of the second track. Good. Let's do some adjustments. First, set opacity to 100%. Change projection distance to about 3. And then, check Resize Layer. Of course you can increase or decrease the projection distance. But for this tutorial, I will leave it to be 3. Good. Now you can play with light source, until all the sides of the border becomes equal. And I'm also going to change the color to white. Good. We're almost there, but we can still add more details. Search for the drop shadow effect on the Effects panel. And then add it to the same clip. On the Effect Controls panel, increase the distance. And also increase the softness. Of course you can also adjust the direction and the opacity, if you want to. This will make the image stand out. Good. Now, hold the Shift key on the keyboard, and then select all the two effects. Copy them. Select the other two images. And then hit Command or Control V on the keyboard, to paste the same effect on them. This will now be our results. We're moving to the last part. But before we do that, let me know your comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe, if you haven't done it already. Okay, let's proceed. Let's add some video transitions. Of course you can use any of the transitions, but for this tutorial, I'm going to use slides. You can pick any of them, and then place it between the images. But make sure to use the same effect, for both the first and the second track. And you're going to get an amazing results. You can try all of them, until you get the best slide. Also, make sure to place one at the beginning of the clip. And this will be the results. I hope you learned something new. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you have any question, feel free to leave it in the comments. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Always be creative. Jesus loves you. See you next week.